niggas on it. That used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it. Y'all's the hater, and all of my moves, but now niggas on it. That used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it.
What up, what up? We back, man. We on location this time, live from 1212 Lounge, 1212 North 52nd Street, man. We here with a very, very special friend to the show. Somebody should have been on this joint a long time ago.
Long time ago.
But you know, that's pretty much been the theme of all the interviews we've been doing. We playing cleanup now, you know what I'm saying?
It takes us 6 to 7 years to get
on the right. So actually we're ahead by a year.
Ahead, actually, yeah, real shit.
Yeah, we've been going around, you know, interviewing you know, all of our favorite people, all of the underdogs, the people that we feel like
underdogs
don't get the credit that they properly deserve for all of the dope shit that they doing, and they sustain greatness. And this person that's, you know, is here with us. She's a restaurateur, entrepreneur, a mother, and just an all-around hustler. This one of my OGs, somebody I known pretty much my whole life since I was like an early teen. And another person, you know, that's kind of like the theme of all these interviews we doing. Somebody that's just always got something extremely dope going on and just never let their candle burn out, and they always doing something that's super duper lit. So for the audience out there, if y'all don't know, y'all about to know her, TRPE Nation, we got to give it up for my good friend, Barbara Devan, right?
Yep, Devan.
I got it right.
I definitely said that.
I be like Devan.
Devan.
Spell it. It sounds just how it was spelled.
Yeah, you can definitely fuck yourself up when it comes to like you see a word, you'll definitely go way further than it's supposed to go with it.
We sitting here in one of your businesses, one of your many businesses.
Yeah.
And you know, you somebody that, you know, don't really do any interviews whatsoever. I saw you somewhere. They was honoring you. You had to speak. You look so nervous.
I be so nervous. Like I be really, really nervous. I don't know. I'm really shy. So if I explain it to people, they be like, "You shy? How much you talk this?" But if it be like if I'm around a bunch of people, I just like, you know, shut down. I forget that I own Tasties or be able to explain because I ain't really good with talking in front of audience yet. That's why I never did my own first class. I never did a podcast. I got many offers for podcasts, talk shows. It's just, I don't really be comfortable.
You know, I read something the other day that said that the biggest fear people have, like statistically, is public speaking, and number 2 is dying. And I thought to myself, like, damn, when it comes down to fears, people would rather be in a casket than give a eulogy at a funeral. That's crazy, right? People dead ass have
crazy.
That's crazy.
Like when I was going, that was me for a long time. I was like a super duper introvert through all like my young years and into my teens and all of that. And then like when my sophomore year of college, I took a like public speaking course, and you had to literally do like some little small spiel or whatever and present it in front of the class every single week. So for like 16, 17 weeks, I was forced to get up in front of 30, 40 people every single week and say something, to the point where it just became second nature to me, and I forced myself to get good at it.
Yeah, I wish I was like that, because if that was the case and I knew my life would turn around like it is now, I would be like,
you be on college tours,
you know what I mean?
all types of shit.
I can be really juicing this shit, because a lot of people out here are selling fake stories, and you can say anything.
Man, hit the spooky button.
So, you know, so it's like people really, I really be watching people do speaking, saying the same shit over.
And they be getting to the bag too.
Yeah,
they be
getting the major bag.
They be getting big bags. They be
and
getting.
It's just like, damn, I'm really.
You really that?
I'm really active.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And for the people that been following and really that know, like, we gonna start it off. I really built my business with $500,
brick by brick,
and I'm gonna explain it like.
Did you hit a parlay?
I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it, because a lot of people I see, like a lot of people will be like, well, how you start your business off with $500? And I see a lot of people will write write that shit to make they shit sound juicy.
Yeah,
but
make it interesting.
Yeah, it's be like, but this shit is the real deal. So I'm gonna just give you a little back. I'm gonna go back.
Way back in the time?
I'm gonna go way back before I had the $500, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, I grew up Southwest Philly, 55th Street.
55th Street.
55th and Belmar. I'm actually the queen from down there.
You absolutely
are.
You
know that, right?
Undisputed queen.
So I'm raised in the house with my grandmother. And just being in the kitchen with her, like my grandmama is like, knew how to cook, like for real. You know, like collard greens, fresh collard greens, cutting them, perfected, candy yams. It's just like her food was A1. So just being in the kitchen with helping her, going to the store, like I never actually had the passion to cook. It was more of a hustle thing to me.
Yeah.
You know, like
saw the business in it.
Yeah. So I've been born under a hustle. Like my mom and my father, like my mom is the real goat, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I get a lot of that from her, like the hustling part. So I had end up the kitchen on 55th Street, Wanda's, 55th and Springfield, it had came available, and this was back, 28 years, a long time ago when I'm renting a kitchen for $30 a day.
Damn.
You know, now they went.
Day rate.
Yeah, day rate. So now it's like, I was renting that for $30 a day. Now they want the kitchens for $1,000 a week.
Yeah,
you know, so it was a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, so cooking in there, just cooking, you know, regular food or whatever. So it always have that. It do have something to do with food. Had to be a passion or somewhere, and then I took it and put my hustle into it. Then I had
You gotta figure out what the omit,
no
redacted.
Yeah, because the story could go from different places.
Well,
but
wherever you wanted to go. It ain't,
right.
like I said, I told you, it ain't no format. Like, you know, I know I'm good at steering the ship. Matt good at steering the ship. If you go, we get you back. You know what I mean? Get you back right.
Yeah,
Say what
do
you
your
gotta
thing.
say.
So, renting the kitchen. I was renting it for a couple months. It got closed down because the cops had ran in there. I must found some drugs or guns or whatever in Wanda's, and it got shut down. Stop doing that. Stop the kitchen. So I'ma be honest. Like I got felons. You know. So I used to do credit cards, right? So I end up getting locked up back. Probably like 15 years ago. Well, no, let me take it back because this year is my 10-year anniversary.
Tasties, right?
Of Tasties.
So that's 2012 to 2022.
Yeah. So
Congratulations on the 10-year
Thank
anniversary.
you.
By the way.
So 2000.
That ain't no small feat.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gonna get back to that, but we gonna let you rock out.
So 2011, 2010, I actually got locked up, and this was like my second or third time getting locked up for credit cards. So this time they had offered me time in prison.
Oh damn! Like it ain't
Yeah.
no just go home.
No, it was like
Probation, whatever. It's jail time.
It was jail time. So the thing about me is like when I'm going through something, like I'm the type of person I keep everything to myself. It don't matter what it is. I'm like, I'll keep it. Like I don't tell nobody. Like my sister, like my best friend, but telling Kiki is like telling, like, you know how when you going through personal shit, real serious shit, and you try to put it behind you.
Yeah.
But somebody, she'll bring it up every day. So I knew not to come to my sister and tell her, you know, that I got in trouble or whatever. I went to court. So me and my girlfriend, Lisa, we had, she went to court. I did let somebody know. I let her know that I had court. We went to court that morning. Sent my kids to school. We went to court. They offered me 11 months to 23 months, and they was willing to lock me up that day. However, my lawyer did it, whatever, said I had to pay restitution, like $13,000, whatever. I court my case in Montgomery County. I couldn't even go to Delaware. Delaware is actually where I live.
Right.
So I had to come up with the $12,000 in 30 days, whatever. That's when I knew that I actually like really had to change my life. My daughter's father got indicted. He was in prison. My son's father got murdered when he was 3 years old. So it was like,
It was like a now or never thing.
it was like a now and never.
Yeah.
It was like it was like a now and never. So I ended up starting bartending at Jolly's. So that's where Tasties really took off.
Took shape,
like
yeah.
reinvented. Like even when I started off at Jolly's, I got offered the kitchen from my girlfriend Tamara because they didn't have nobody in the kitchen or somebody just left. So it was just like a blessing, you know. But even when I started off Tasties, then I didn't know Tasties was going to be what it was today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm renting the kitchen. Go back to the prices back then.
So what was the price? So we didn't went from the $30 a day, the day rate. Where are you at now in that present time, starting off Tasties?
2012, Baron wanted $500 a week.
A week. So
a
$2,000
week. So that
a
was
month.
$2,000 a month for the kitchen, and I had to pay the gas bill.
I ran that joint for a little bit. Gas bill high as a motherfucker.
Yeah, so I had to run the gas bill. So that was like an extra stack.
Yeah,
so it's really
$3, but it sounds
you know,
better.
But it sound
$2,000 plus the gas bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we get on live. Like, we straight in.
But it was like, all right, you know, Boo was running a bunch of nights in there. It's like it started off or whatever. So it was like, all right, I'll give it a try, more money. You know, I'm a hustler. So it was like, I'm doing, you know, I'm living. This is back 2012. I got $3,000 mortgage home. So, you know, I got to shake and do whatever. So I was doing that and bartending or whatever. But I'm busy in the bar, you know, it was busy, and then it just like slowed up, and it was like, damn, I know my food good, whatever. Like I'm not selling here, like you know. So I went out. That like the first day I went out, I ended up finding a spot next door, 1214, and then I ended up signing the lease. All right, next door my rent was $1,200 a month.
Right.
You know, so you coming off of
$2,000 plus a stack.
$1,200
so now
a month
I got
for
your
your own brick
place.
and mortar place with my own hours. You know, the bar they open up 4 o'clock. You know, you get your
4
might
to
get
2,
your 2 first customer 5, 6. You know, and then all depending on the crowd is really how your money goes there. You know, so it's like, and then everybody not into going into the bar
to get their food.
So that's how I try to explain to a lot of people that, you know, want to start off at the bar. It's cool to do that, but you still going to be missing a whole lot of customers also, you know. So now I find next door at 1214, rent was $1,200. I had to do little maintenance like cleaning, and, you know, they had their equipment and like doing the guy I was dealing with at the time ended up fixing up next door.
Okay, got it.
But now it was time to open. So now let me get back to the $500.
I was gonna say, so where did the $500 come into play?
They absolutely didn't have no money when it was time to go for inventory.
Okay.
So now I'm explaining to everybody when I say I started from $500. I actually signed the lease, but I was running my store the grand opening week. It was like I'm selling dinners out my house because I didn't have no money. So it's like me having a piece of paper. I'm writing down. I had no menus. So it's just like starting from the bottom. Now we here. That's how it really was. Like no menus. So it's like, all right, we got turkey wings, fried chicken, whiting. We didn't even have salmon.
Oh, y'all didn't even have menus when you're open.
No.
Oh shit.
So this what we got, like, and when we
you
sell
come
food,
in, you like, look, I'm about to text you. Yeah.
It was like one of those type of things. There wasn't no fucking text though. But it's like, all right, wrote down a couple things that we had.
Yeah.
So, and didn't really only sold like 4 different meats, a couple sides. So I turned that. This is where the hustling coming in. Turned that money in, went shopping the next day, flipped it every day. So that Monday, when I started my inventory on Monday, I had $6,200.
Damn. So you turned $500 to $6,200.
Flipping them from
5 to
the next day, the money I made the next day.
Yeah.
You know, you flipping.
Yeah.
And then about time Monday came, I had $6,200.
Right.
To actually start Tasties. And believe it or not, you know, we gonna get to it. I had my ups and downs or whatever,
Yeah.
but I have more ups than downs. I never borrowed a dollar from nobody, no loans with my business, and never looked back from $500.
Damn, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
lit.
it really is amazing.
Yeah, because that means that your business, you know, the main problem that people have in business is like cash flow issues, liquidity issues. Like they're not liquid enough to do the stuff that they want to do for their business. So to be in a position to run a business for 10 years, starting with $500 and never having to borrow no money for an inventory loan, for a construction loan, none of that, and just basically be able to do everything on your own off the cash that the business generated, that's crazy.
We almost had to take a loan out for the second camera. Shit crazy.
No, real, like I try to like, and that's not even like, that's like I mean, my son in the kitchen right now, my daughter waitressing right now.
It's a real family business.
This is a real family business. Like at the end of the day, believe it or not, this is like people that's really under me really can vouch for what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to express to people is like, money management is so important in business and people don't really get it. It is like, yeah, I like nice things, but I come from nice things. So when
Right.
I start making money, it ain't like, oh,
I gotta get
go
this.
get this, and I gotta go get that. I'm like really a real good saver.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say I didn't drop all the way back down in a couple years later, but I'm like, I'm really good with money management. And if you don't save in your business for the rainy day and shit like that, it's like you gonna be dying.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, save your money now, it'll save you later.
I was about to say,
later.
Chad tells me this 3 times a week. Like, yeah, no, that's
No,
real shit.
real rap. And I'm like, it's either I could go, I'm a hot and cold person. So I could not spend no money for 6 months and then
Going to spree.
I could spend heavy in one day. You know what I mean? So I don't got no in between, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, I'm not going to even say I'm like that prideful person, but I don't like to come and ask nobody for anything.
I'm the
So
same
it's like,
way.
I'm a grinder. Like,
Yeah.
I've really built this shit out there. Like, I really built this not by myself, with my beautiful customers from Philadelphia and my team. Like, my team is everything. So my team allows me to open up multiple different locations. Like, I can't be at 3 places at
Right,
one time.
right.
Like, all 3 of my spots is running right now. Germantown, my Delaware. Like, we booked downstairs to capacity right now.
Yeah.
And I'm up here with y'all.
Right.
You know, so, but
Yeah,
if you don't
the
really...
capacity scared me when I pulled
Yeah.
up.
Man, I'm at the wrong spot.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Too many brown faces.
Is that a DJ?
Yeah. So, I mean, me being the type of boss that I am, like, I don't call my employees is my coworkers. You know what I mean? I treat everybody with respect. That's why, and I don't play with nobody's money.
Yeah.
Like, my kids been working with me for the past 10 years and never worked for me for free. You know, my sister been working with me for the past. She didn't start off with me in the beginning. I don't think she believed in Tasties in the beginning. But I don't blame her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Sometimes
know,
you gotta show
it
people.
It get a little
Yeah.
spooky. It be like, wait a minute, hold up.
She ain't about to do nothing
I
with
ain't
this
about
nigga.
to- She ain't about to do this shit. She's starting off in Jollies. That shit ain't about to be lit.
Yeah.
But you know, like
Now
my
you got an
sister,
empire.
Yeah, my sister, my backbone is like, all right. She was working with what's that? What's the people that build the plane the parts for the plane? Boeing. So my sister been working for Boeing for like 20 years.
Oh, shit.
My sister quit Boeing last year.
To work for you full
Full
time.
time. You know, she ain't working with the white man.
That's amazing.
White man
Yo,
pay her
clap
less.
that up. Yo.
You know what I mean?
Real shit,
No,
yeah.
real shit.
No, that's real boss stuff.
My day is coming. I can't wait.
And the
Yeah.
thing about it is,
No pressure on you, Chad.
we work together, but she her own boss. You
Yeah.
know, Kiki like to get fucked up in the morning at nighttime, so it ain't like she gotta jump up at 7 o'clock in the
Right.
morning
Yeah.
and be to work. You
Yeah.
know, she gonna get yelled at by me. You know, she ain't paying me no mind. But you know, it feel good to like 2012, even in Jollies, or when I started off next door, she wasn't working. then she seen that shit like turn up, and you know, just keeping it's like, all right, my sister's serious. You know, we got Germantown. We got a couple of locations going on, so it's really that.
No, it's really that, man. We proud of you. And that's why we wanted to talk to you, because you got a dynamic story. And I just know you're not a bullshitter. So, like, you're going to get on here and you're going to tell the real story.
Yeah,
the biggest problem that I have with, like, a lot of people, like, when they doing these business seminars and stuff like that, they don't tell the real story. They tell you, like, a manicured story where, like, they skipping around stuff. And, like, the average person, 80% of people would have skipped around, like, I got arrested multiple times.
I want to express that to my young women and young men out there. It's like, take your hustle and put it into something else, because that's what I did.
Yeah.
Like, I like fast money. Like, I'm making more money in credit cards than I'm making a day in Tasties. You know, I go out and doing credit cards, making 10 grand in a couple hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everything was free. Gas was free. Shit, let's go to that. Gas was free. Shit, my pocketbooks. Chanel was free.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
We go to Del Frisco's. I tipped the waiter $1,000. That's on somebody else's credit card. I'm selling gift cards. You know, so it's like, it really changing my life from that to this. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? It was really amazing.
Most people get hamstrung by, like, they fast money addiction and not able to pivot. Like, and a real indication of somebody that's a true business person, regardless of whatever you're doing. You hustling, you doing credit cards, whatever. If you can find the business in it and structure it like a business, you can make money.
Exactly.
And if you apply that same type of ethics to something positive, you can make the same type of money. You can have the same type of lifestyle.
Exactly, and then you don't got to worry about the cops at your door.
Exactly.
Shit, I had my block, 75th Street, that shit, when my phone was ringing the next day, they was like, the FBI was at your house? It was regular cops, but it was like 30 cop cars, you know what I mean, looking for me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, to do that and to change my life and to be living good and taking care of my kids and having over 25 employees, and like my employees, they ain't paying a phone bill. Like, they paying real bills. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's a bar.
Like, you know,
hold on. All this, I'm afraid to talk in public is bull. You awesome at this shit. Like, you was playing games.
No, I mean, I'm comfortable with y'all.
Yeah.
Like
it's
I
family.
said, I have a lot, like, if I'm comfortable, I'm going to let it flow. But if I ain't comfortable and you know, it's just like you sitting up there on a panel and, like, that's just not me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I could build my own panels because I really got a real story. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm real. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, I'm comfortable.
No, that's
so
dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
You know, so my thing is, like, everybody want to be a boss. Is social media make it, people, I think, let me say, everybody want to be a boss, but everybody want to be a boss for Instagram.
Yeah, they want to skip the hard work.
The actual boss part.
They want to skip. They want to skip. They want to
exactly.
skip the. I started a business with 500, flipped it to 62,
I
and
started a
never
business
looked
with
back.
500 and Instagram wasn't popping 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I've
You know
learned
what I
that
mean?
in this podcast where it's like I didn't really look at it like a business. And he kind of showed me that to the point where, like, yo, we got to have this meeting about this. Yo, we got to do this paperwork. Yo, we got to. And I'm just like.
That's how I did.
It's crazy, but it's like, yeah, it's a lot of behind the scenes work that go into a lot of it.
Even when I started off Tasties, I ain't started as a business. It was like, all right, tomorrow offer me the kitchen in there. I'm about to make me
why not?
I'm about to make me a couple dollars. But then when I moved next door, and 2 weeks and then 3 weeks later, and you know, the lines out the door to wait.
I remember
2
the
hours,
lines.
You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, they buying my food. You know what I mean? And then not only just for the hype, like Tasties really got real live customers that's 50 and 60 and 70 years old. That's older customer that know what food tastes like.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't, you know what I mean? I don't like Barb. I ain't gonna go eat her nasty food. You know what I mean? Every time I upset the internet, you know what I mean? That's all they come on my page and tell me how nasty
terrible your
my
food is. Right. They cap because your food is great.
You know what I mean? So it's like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
Like everybody got their own taste buds. I'm not gonna even say, you know what I mean? Some days we might fuck up and it's like, this mac don't taste good like it did yesterday, or it's like we don't have any ingredients. We don't go off the paper. So you know what I mean?
Y'all cook with love.
We cook with love, flavor for your soul, right then? Right there.
I'm about to tell you, I remember realizing when you could cook. I don't even know if you remember this. We was in Miami and we rented the house. And we was like, yo, we gonna have a house party at the crib. So Feek, shout out Feek, Marty, Los, everybody. We like, yeah, we gonna go get a bunch of food, whatever. We gonna cook, boom, boom, boom. Everybody started coming to the crib. You, Kiki, everybody came through. So you was like, who's cooking? And it was Marty was like, I'm gonna do the grill, and you was just like, yeah, I got this. And you started cooking a bunch of stuff down at the crib Miami, and I was just like, damn, that was dope. And the food was actually slamming. It was like, yo, Barb and them can really, really cook. Like, and that was on the fly. That was just randomly like, you know, we here, fuck it, we watch out, we got it. Like,
yeah, and it goes back to this, like, I go to Del Frisco's, I go to Steak 48. Like, I go, when I do have my time, I go out and eat. Every time I go to these places, they don't taste the same. You know what I mean?
I will say that. Yeah, that's true.
At the end of the day, restaurant business, so for all my people that's out there in the restaurant business, like, we got the hardest restaurant business is one of the hardest business. I ain't selling a t-shirt that I'm screen printing something and it's going to... You know what I mean?
You gotta pass health inspection. You gotta get safe certified.
You gotta do everything. You just gotta have it taste the same, or try to get it to taste the same every day. It's really, cooking ain't easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want all my people out there. Y'all gotta separate the Tasties and Barber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, Tasties food nasty. You ever ate there? No. How you know they food is nasty? I don't like her because she was fucking with such and such. What the fuck that got to do with my food? We all fucking with such and such. What the fuck that got to do with my food?
We all on the team. What's the problem?
Damn.
Shit.
What the fuck? Y'all gotta separate my food. Y'all gotta separate
that's funny.
Tasties. I had wrote on my Instagram. I said, y'all gotta just enjoy Tasties and leave the owner out of it. You know what I mean?
No
when you
bullshit.
go to Del Frisco's, I ain't worried about the owner.
Yeah.
Y'all so worried about who I'm fucking. It's always on what I'm doing.
You popping
like,
today.
It's
Popping
like,
it today.
I'm letting some shit off.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We here for
That
it.
shit is annoying.
Barbara's so crazy. She gonna ask me, so what's the question? Then she get on here and just go left.
Yeah, no, fuck them questions.
Fuck them questions. So you bitches,
No.
you need to be the third mic.
Yeah, real talk. Dan, you're fired.
Hey, Dan, I'm trying to take over Dan's job. Shit, I'm trying to get me a podcast job.
That's funny as shit. No, but that's real though. Like, I think we are definitely a lot harder on each other when it comes to anything that we do. Like, we're extremely, like you said, we don't care who Steven Starr is dealing with, you know, or the brothers. We don't care.
We don't know who's part of the Schultzen collective.
Even not on them. There's a lot of black-owned business out here. We all get the hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
Where
all
black
get the
people are
hate,
hard on each other
but
for just
it's
no
like
reason.
more like, it's different with me. I'm not older in the kitchen. Like, I'm not out of shape. I'm not corny.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
young-
I mean?
you young and vibrant.
Like, I'm
You young and
young,
vibrant.
I'm a vibe. I'm pulling up. You
Yeah,
know,
you
the whole everything is there. You know what I mean?
And the
From
big-
the looks
big-
to the body to the
yeah.
toys.
It's all there.
It's all there. So it's
Yeah,
like,
you don't got no big mama your arm going on, so
yeah,
people
you
looking
know
like,
what I
man.
mean? Like, I ain't, you know, it ain't
Yeah.
that, you know? So it's like, they can't digest that. And then I got multiple locations going on. Then they can't digest that.
And then it's also part of the hate be, because I've gotten it too over the years. Part of the hate be like, when part of what you do is making everything look easy, motherfuckers really hate
we
that
talk about
shit.
that a
Like,
lot.
they really can't stomach that shit. When it's just like, yo, how the fuck is, like, when they can't figure you out or playing your moves or understand how you pulling some of this shit off, like another Rolly, the Bentley, like. They when they can't figure that shit
come
out.
from a hard work.
Yeah, but they
You know what I mean?
they just looking at the end result and like not understanding all the hard work.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm giving my own self this
Right.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't posting no cards on Instagram and putting a bow on it and acting like a nigga gifting me. I'm giving my own this.
right, straight
You
up.
know what I mean? Like, it feel good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get big gifts. You know what I mean? But it feel even better for me to gift it to myself.
No bullshit.
You know?
Yeah.
This hard work, this 10 years paying off.
Yeah, that post went viral too.
I mean, yeah.
Like mega viral.
Yeah, like, I mean, super. Like, Twitter, they was like, OnlyFans, and she's selling pussy, and I'm like, I'm selling food. Like, how the fuck did I go from posting? Go to my bio before y'all start, like,
right, before y'all start
criticizing,
hating.
You know what I mean? Hating. The shit went viral. The post on Twitter hit 4 million.
Yeah, I can believe it.
4 million in 2 days. My shit on Instagram, they sent my car out 2,000 times.
People just sharing it.
Sharing it. But everything I talked about, I get. So it's like people, when I talk about stuff, you gotta pay attention to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked about this car. I put it up on my birthday list when I turned 40. I ain't get it then.
Right.
You know, but it was coming.
Yeah.
You know, I work for everything I get. And I got it like February the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Like I said, black people are very, very hard on each
hard.
other. Yeah, we're hard on
They
each
hard.
other. We are.
They
And like
hard.
to his point, the whole trying to figure you out thing. It's like people are just. It's a second nature almost for people to be like, whoa, what did? Because if you do something and I'm here, then you do something else and I'm still here, then you do something else. It's like the mind just can't process it. It's like
then it turned into you trying to play me.
Yeah, you trying to go through something like
I don't even know you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like all right, my personality, I'm friendly.
Friendly as hell, yeah.
Once I know you,
Yeah.
like I'm not a Joe ass woman,
Right.
You know what I mean? So I might come off mean, but I'm really nice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I open up to
Yeah, when I first met you, I definitely will say that. I was like, damn, Barb cool as all hell. Like,
like I'm really not like that, but it's like I don't know if my demeanor. That's just how I am. I'm really standoffish because it's just so much fake shit.
Yeah.
But I always been like that.
People are, but the thing is, if you weren't like that, people easily reel you into some nonsense because you too accessible.
Exactly.
And you gotta like protect your energy. Like you're not just a local joker. Like you somebody. So it's like everybody can't get access to you. That just is what it is. And it's like whoever bothered by that, that's their problem. Like
Yeah.
real right.
Like that ain't for you to correct. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like you know, you're a person of a certain caliber. You work for everything that you got, and you a business owner. You a parent. Like you can't just be hanging out and being friends with anybody.
Or just hanging out, period.
Yeah.
Like my support go in different ways. I might not show my face in people clubs and bars and all that, but I'll throw you up on Instagram. Like I ain't the partying type. You know what I mean? I'm 40 years old. So it's like I'm not hanging out. Like my hangout days is over. You know, I started partying at 14. You know what I mean? I started my whole life young. So that's why I'm more of like I was up, like, and I'm so super like mellow and settled now. It's like I created my own vibe. I'd rather be at Tasties.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm doing my own thing here. I'm here when there's one customer or we filled up. You know what I mean? Just enjoying my own vibe. Like, so.
Yeah, this up here is very nice, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, if I could get this,
Yeah.
how they all down there, and I could get this to myself, this would be perfect.
With your hookah and your drink.
You mean
and your
hookah,
food.
the Taylor Sport, and this is dope, right? You know what I'm saying?
What was the motivation behind opening up 1212 Lamps? Because it just kind of to people it came out of nowhere. Like it just one day you was just like, yo.
The thing about it is like we purchased these buildings. All right, I purchased these buildings back in when we opened up like 18. Me and my ex, my ex now, you know, we was together when we purchased the building. So we are not business partners. You know, meaning as far as for Tasties.
Yeah.
But we own this building together.
Gotcha. Y'all co-landlords together.
Put that
Clap.
clap. Shout out to Baron. Shout out to my dog. Clap
Dead
again.
over there, fist bumping.
So when we bought the buildings, we was together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Baron's the godfather of,
I mean,
of the Philly bar
He's
scene.
the GOAT. He's the GOAT. You know what I mean?
That's my guy. I love Baron.
He always on the back end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody don't know what he look like. Nobody don't hear him.
He a ghost.
You know what I mean?
He a ghost.
For sure. You know what I mean? He got his hands in everything, but you know, he always back there.
Yeah.
He only want the fucking money at the end of the week.
That's all.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Nothing else.
He don't talk about what you doing.
Is the books right?
That's all he care about. So this to go back to that. Like when we were together, we had got the buildings. This used to be Pappy's Pizza. I don't know if y'all remember.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
You know, so I was like, when we started off, I was next door. So the buildings went up for sale for here. So shout out to him again, because he kind of put the spark under me. Like, it was like, I wanted to go downtown. I was like, damn, I want a nice restaurant, sit down restaurant downtown or whatever. So this so happened to go for sale. So we had bought 2 buildings. Each building was $70,000 a piece.
Okay.
So we bought both of these buildings for $140. So we bought both of these buildings for $140. End up starting to do the construction or whatever. Bought the buildings cash, put cash in the building. Mm-hmm. So me and him end up separating like a couple months after I opened up dining down there. So the how it was supposed to been, we were supposed to be business partners. You know what I mean? With the restaurant, with the business or whatever.
Power couple shit.
Yeah, power couple. You know what I mean? He was trying to do this power couple. Cheating at the same time, like, you know what I mean. But that's another story. But
I knew it was coming. I got sense it.
It's the best interview ever.
Shout out to my dog. So you know, things went a turn. You know what I mean. So then
things went how they went.
You know, things how they. You know, it took years. You know what I mean. Like, what's this? We started like 2019. We opened up down there. It's 2022. You know what I mean? We just got back cool 2021.
It takes some time to heal.
You know what I mean? We went from being in a relationship every day, sleep. You know, we was in a relationship, real relationship, sleeping together every night, 5 years straight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then to come to not seeing each other for 2 years. You know, so it was like when we broke up, it was like losing my best friend and my man at the same time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it was like we had to.
I had to all the way go your separate ways.
All the way go. You know what I mean? We had to all the way go. You know how some relationships, they'll be together and they still be dipping and dabbing. Like, I'm too, like, we two alphas together. You know what I mean? We too bullheaded. Like, you know, he a real boss, I'm a real boss. So we like hit heads. You know, you can't. It's just to be different. You know what I mean? So we had to take that time away from each other to be, you know what I mean, to get back cordial, to remain a friendship. Because if I had to pick, you know, some people would pick different. If I had to pick anything between a relationship and a friendship, I would have picked our friendship over a relationship.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Because that lasts long. You know what I mean? When you're in a relationship with somebody, that dies down. You know what I mean? So that's how we so close to today, is like because we was real friends. Like, I really was working for him as a bartender. Like, our story crazy.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
We ain't gonna do that.
You know what I mean? But it's like
we gonna tuck that. That's redacted.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. But it's like he was somebody I always looked up to. You know what I mean? Then we came close, and then we became a couple, and now we're like best friends. You know what I mean? We're still good friends. So that's how it is.
It was crazy because you hitting all my questions, and I'm not even asking them.
And that's the part that's blowing my mind with the whole I'm not good at public. It's like, bro, you're amazing. Everything you said, if you got a line through it, it's like, yo, you didn't answer this, but it got answered. That's fucking great.
It all got answered. So, all right. So I alluded to this at the top of the interview. You having your 10-year anniversary right now at Tasties.
My 10-year anniversary is I started Jolly's July the 16th.
Okay, so it's about to be.
We're going up on 10 years.
Coming up on 10 years,
July
which is
16th.
major. They basically had like a little celebration, whatever, at Jones Shep, and they honored you and they wanted you to speak. How did that come about? And you look nervous. You look nervous as shit.
I was like to say, like I'm telling you, I be super nervous. It's like I got up there when it was time to collect my award. It was like I forgot I own Tasties. I ain't even mentioned Tasties. I was like, Hi, good night.
Yeah.
Thank you, good night.
Thank y'all for coming.
But just to go back and just so crazy how God worked and just like how my life changed. And it was like to go back for me even doing credit cards. It was like when I got the phone call was kind of spooky. Got the phone call from the lady Tuesday that she's a manager or, you know, somebody big down there in Jerome Shep. So I got the phone calls. They calling to honor me for Women's Month. They was doing a anniversary Women's Month at Jerome Shep. So when I got off the phone, I had called my sister. I'm like, yo, they just called me to honor me at Jerome Shep. Like, she like, that's so dope. I'm like, shit, it's so crazy. I should do credit cards in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
talk about coming full
That's
circle.
a full circle moment.
yeah, so it's like, of course I can't go in there and say it, but it was like, damn, like look how God worked. You know what I mean? I've really changed my life, and it's like, all right, just for to be honored in those women's, like, they watching when I'm not even thinking that they watching. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes to be like, stay true to yourself, because no matter what, they watching. You know what I mean? When you think they ain't watching, they watching.
Somebody's always
Somebody
watching.
always watching.
Like I always see, like, in the media sometimes people will be like, yeah, I was just doing so and then I got a call from Jay-Z and like shit like that. Like, you never know who's watching or paying attention and stuff. Like, and he's not even like a social media guy, but it's like it's all these people that have these same type of stories. Jay-Z called me, or Dr. Dre called me, or like some shit like that, and you just like, you never know who's
didn't
paying
get
attention.
blessed with that yet. You know what I mean? We didn't get like, we've been here 10 years. Like, we ain't like, it makes it even better.
Makes it more fulfilling.
Yeah, because we didn't grow from like going viral.
The one
or,
viral moment.
You know what I mean? You know, like, that shit is lit though. Like, you know, it can really change your life. But, you know, God want Barbara to work. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I can't go. We ain't going viral.
The viral
You know what I
moment
mean?
is
We
lit.
ain't
Don't
getting
get it
the,
fucked
you
up.
know, we ain't get the celebrities, the blessed tasties, but we blessed anyway. You know what I mean? With the repeated customers that come, you know, over and over and over and again.
Doing steady, good business.
Steady, good business. And I pick that any day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I pick the steady, good business any day. It's like, I tell people to, like, for the people, you know, people are close to me and family members that I've been in business with. I mean, I've been in business with Tasties for 10 years, and they ain't never stepped a foot in one of my places. And that type of shit don't bother me. And like I tell them, I'm going to be here forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Y'all will come. You'll get here eventually.
You'll get here one day. I tell everybody, I'm gonna be here forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't take it personal. You know what I mean? I don't get caught up in who's supporting, who posting, and doing that. Like,
yeah, that's something I had to learn.
I don't give a fuck attitude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I had to like teach myself that. Like, as we started the podcast, and it was just like, you know, like you said, people love y'all show, and it's like, yeah, you got to focus on that.
You gotta
like
focus
the people who
on
love
that.
what you're doing,
you know what
because
I mean?
it's like you'll sit like, damn, why so and so wasn't at the live show? Why so and so ain't on the, and you'll do that shit. Like, I used to do it a lot. Yeah, I used to do it a lot.
That shit build like I always my confidence, self-esteem always been to the roof. Like, so for the people that got like not confidence in their business, take a lot. You know what I mean? It's like that shit will really fuck with you if you know your cousin eat every day and never stepped a foot in here. Your best friend always go out, but don't come here and patronize. You know what I mean? Like, my best friend, Vita, this is my best friend. We've been best friends going 27 years. Like, 2-3 weeks ago was her first time in 12/12 after it was done. She was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like, you my real friend. Like, before Tasties, after Tasties, like, you know what I mean? So it's like everybody got their own life going on. Yeah. So you never can get caught up with who's patronizing you and who's coming to support. The support is out there. You just gotta go.
We first started this shit. I see motherfucker I know telling Rory and Maul happy birthday. I be like, what the fuck? I used to say shit, and I'm petty, and I had to like teach myself, like, you don't, because like you say, you never really know what somebody's going through, what they got going on, where they at mentally. You just, so yeah, as you get more and more established, you definitely focus on the people who
Yep,
love what
we
you
made
got
the
going on.
determination like a year and a half ago when we rebranded and all of that shit. When we really came back and was like, yeah, we gonna lock in and invest in this and build this shit up. Just focus on who the fuck is here. Like,
You just
who?
focus on who here and what you doing. It's like I got so much more improvement to do with my business and running it the correct way and getting the customer service together. I don't have I'm like
One woman army.
one woman thing. Like I'm really like I own all of this by myself. I'm doing this. I'm trying to think of different shit to do. Like I don't got no assistants going on. I don't got nobody that's helping me do this. So I really don't got time to get caught up with who's supporting and what you're doing and like, you know what I mean? It's just that one thing if you know about Tasties, I'm gonna be open 7 days a week.
I know,
You know
that's
what
right.
I mean?
That's real.
Making money, ringing the cash register.
Rain, sleet, or snow. Like we
Yeah.
close Thanksgiving, and we close every year for Thanksgiving since I've been open, and it's to give back to the community. It's like we close to give back. We feed the community on Thanksgiving.
Talk about that because you've been doing that forever, and you do iftars and all
Yeah,
that during Ramadan. Like, where does that philanthropic like spirit come from to feel like you got to give back?
Like I'm a real giving. Like I got a real big heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got a big heart only to the people I love and fuck with. You know what I mean? I just don't got a big heart that like you could juice me out of this and come and tell me your sob stories and shit like that. But like for giving back to the community, that shit I get a thrive of. Like I love to give back. You know what I mean? So I've been doing Thanksgiving. We do like back to school back to school drives. I close all my businesses on Thanksgiving Day for us to come together with local other brands in Philly. We all come and they give me monetary money. We cook everything. So my thing for Thanksgiving, it don't just be for the homeless and the less fortunate. I do it because you never know what nobody going through on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? It's like you might just broke up with your girlfriend, she kicked you out. Your parents, like, you never know. So it's just like I do it to kick off Thanksgiving Day so it could just start a vibe for wherever you going. Now, the iftars, I've been doing them. Like, we do iftars once a week during the month of Ramadan. And it's like, I got to do something for my Muslim community because they'd be on your ass. You know what I mean? I could give away Thanksgiving. Now they writing me back and talking about, you know what I mean? So I got to do something for them.
Calling you a kufar.
Oh, my God. They be going in. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, your time coming. You know what I mean? I'm Muslim. The business not. So it's like, you can't get mad at me for giving back to during Christmas. I might buy the little less fortunate people sneakers. Like I do that shit because I got a heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to give back, it don't have nothing to do. Like my kids don't celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do it for just to give back.
Yeah, that's decent to be put yourself basically in that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like to know you gonna get little stupid shit said to you, but you it's not about this. Like what I practice.
I don't give a fuck. I don't
it's
care
like,
what
no,
nobody
it's
say. It's like this is my cash. You can't dictate what's going on with my money.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and sometimes y'all make me want to do it even more by just saying something.
By agitating me, getting on my damn
nerves. Me. We all know I'm not Muslim. I mean, we all know I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
The business not Muslim.
Right.
Like, so me giving
separating the owner from the
it's
business.
like you gotta separate. It's like me giving back. Tasties giving back is like it's Tasties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We make a lot of money in this community. So it's like we give back. We don't got no Santa Claus tree outside Christmas. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ain't no crucifixes hanging up outside.
We're not doing that part, But damn, let me go to Foot Locker and buy the kids. Let me spend a couple $1,000s in Foot Locker and buy the kids some sneakers. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
I didn't put a manger up. I just handed back some food. That's real shit. That's hilarious.
But we love to give it. I just do that because I really, I'm a giving. I'm just a giving person.
Yeah, definitely. Let me ask you this: what do you feel has been the most fulfilling part of this, 10-year journey with, Tasties blowing up the way that it did? What
been the most fulfilling part?
It could be something for you, or something like this business wise that you just felt like, damn, like that was dope.
Like something that happened.
Yeah, it could be whatever you could take it however you want. It could be something personal that you just felt like. It could be something small.
I honestly feel
that
like
was
you
just,
might
like,
have answered this question in a weird way, like you saying how you turned your life around, like
Well,
that part.
Yeah, that part for sure had. I mean, like for making it, building Tasties up to where it is now for me to be able to change my life around. And it's like my fulfilling part is really to employ like my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My family and different, my employees, just to really seeing them living from off of working.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like that's a fulfillment for me. It's like nothing, like none of the luxury shit that I got going on. You know what I mean? That's not, all that shit is just a bill. So it's like,
and that bill keep coming.
Yeah. Me going out and go getting that brand new Bentley is like putting up, I got notes, putting other shit in play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that shit, like
You ain't the
a
fuck
lot
lying.
of people, like once I got approved for it, like it wasn't my dream car. My dream car was my G-Wagon. But like me being able to get it, when I got the Bentley, I wasn't super excited. You know what I mean? So it's just like, damn, I got it. You know what I mean? Damn, I got a Bentley and I got a G. Like I got over $500,000 in cars. You know what I mean?
That's a Fendi.
So it's like, damn, from having a credit score, like 2014, I bought a brand new Durango, right? $48,000, like the SRT or whatever it was. I had to put like 15 grand down on a, you know what I mean? I went there with a 500 score.
Yeah.
So me going there with a high ass interest rate for me to be able to, they didn't want to give me a loan for $48,000, and for me to check my shit, I got $678,000 worth of loans in my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like I'm really turning my shit around.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's debt, but it's debt I can afford.
And that's a good point that you made, because somebody that I got a lot of admiration for is Grant Cardone, the real estate investor. And he always talks about debt being a good thing because smart, talented people are motivated by their debt. And he's like, yo, a lot of people hide from debt or they run from it. And he's like, no, you don't have enough debt, because if you have responsibilities and shit that you got to pay for, you're going to get up every day and bust your ass and work hard as shit.
Yeah, so it's
How many days I don't want to go in there? I'm telling you.
So it's like more is like, I think that everybody, like my kids and my sister and my best friends, and like they was more excited than me with getting a Bentley than I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I wasn't super excited like I was with my G-Wagon, but I could afford it. You know what I mean? Like I explained to everybody, it's debt. So this shit makes me work even more. You know what I mean?
Like you said, the bills they keep coming. You know,
They
they just
coming.
it's with the truck. I just got the first month of John came. I was just like, oh, so they do that every 30 days, like the first 30. All right, I thought it was gonna give me 30 off. Cool. All right, whatever. But it's like, it's one of them things where like, it definitely motivates you to want to go and do more and try to figure out the next wave. And then it's
it's like this year, this 21 was my year. Like 2019 was like a super bad year for me. With business, I had just went through a breakup. I went through like my business. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It just felt like everything just like I got cleaned out of everything. Bank account went from this to that. It was like every whatever could have went wrong.
It all went wrong.
I didn't know what was going on, but I'm so thankful that I didn't lose sight of myself. You know what I mean? So now when I come back, I came back hard.
Came back with a vengeance.
I came back in these bitches' face.
That's another one that is super underrated in being a business owner or entrepreneur, is that every month ain't gonna be a great month.
month ain't gonna
like
be
you
a great
might
month.
triple your money this month. You might quadruple your money the next month. That next month, you looking like
You might be
and
negative.
I'm
You might be in the
dealing.
negative.
Yeah, you might be in
And
the
it's so
red.
bad.
Like
It's so bad. Like how I do business, like everybody do business different. Like I told you, I'm like a cash person, right? So it's like if I had the credit back then, maybe I could have got a loan to do certain things. You know what I mean? But I couldn't. So it's like people would say, like even credit repair people that really basically don't be knowing the fuck what they talking about.
Listen.
They just trying to sell the class. So they'll say
No bullshit.
no, real rap.
Niggas don't be knowing
They
nothing. I
we
be
gotta
watching
get into
shit. I be
that
like,
real
that's wrong.
No, they act like you can just go into the bank and go get a business loan.
Yeah, they don't explain.
You can't walk into nowhere
Listen.
to go get a business loan if your personal guarantor is fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like, how the fuck can I start my business and go into the bank and ask for $100K and my credit score of 480?
Right.
Yeah, and
'Cause I got a business.
They skip so many steps. It's like anything business-wise, number one, the magic number is 2 years. You got to be established for 2 years. You're going to have to show some sort of paperwork, whether it's a P&L or a cash flow statement, something notarized by an accountant, tax returns. Like they skip all these steps and oversimplify shit that ain't simple. Like
Yeah. If you give me $300, I can show you how to get $600K in business. It's like that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like how?
Yeah.
Like how?
We all would do
How
it.
can you do that in my credit? And I'm telling you, I got a 520 credit score.
It doesn't matter. Just give me $300.
Yeah, just give me $300.
Your seat is over
Like,
there.
exactly.
Refreshment is over
So
there.
it's like,
That shit
I
does
don't
not
get it.
matter.
You know,
Look,
so if my thing with in business, to go back there, I hit rock bottom probably because I was using my cash so much.
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
shit got slow with me, it's like I'm starting different projects. Every project I'm doing with cash. So when the business got slow, I don't got no cash. It was like shit got fucked up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you know, I'm a prideful person, so I'm not going out asking for no help. I just stayed down, and then I came all the way up. You know, so then the PP, what's it? The PUA,
PUA and the PPP.
all that shit hit. So people spending money crazy. You know, so while they spending, I'm stacking.
Yeah.
You know, and I end up coming up here and fixing up.
Yeah.
You know, fixing up 1212.
Right. So what was the motivation to basically say, hey, I'm gonna, redo the top 2 floors?
So
or
this
whatever
was
the building-
always the plan when we got the building.
Okay, got
so
it.
when we started the building, money got fucked up and our relationship went like
Right,
that.
so it just got tabled.
This just got on a pause.
Yeah.
So when it's like I came back and I did it myself.
Got it.
You know, so my shit got my cash flow started picking up and I'm start booming and I came and dumped $300K cash
Damn.
in here.
Yeah, that ain't no
Like
small
five-
feat.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it happened. Blessed to be able to, you know what I mean, say I did it myself. You know, that shit feel good.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just to be like, damn, like I really did this. You know what I mean? No loans, no help, good money management, and really just staying down to myself. And I knew I would come back up, but it was just like, when? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it happened.
And it happened. It happened. What do you think? We touched on it briefly, but what do you think about like the explosion of like the girl boss culture and so many younger women wanting to be like CEOs and own their own business or have a clothing line or be an esthetician or whatever the case may be? Like, what do you think about it?
I think it's dope. Like, they got the platform that I didn't have when I was younger.
Right.
So it's like, I could just only imagine if this type of audience, like social media and all that, everybody want to be a boss shit was out when I was younger, because I'm already had the hustle flow. So, but they can post, if you good with Instagram and content and social media and you really know how to work that shit is a blessing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's a tool.
So, like, it's
Jazz
a
says it
tool.
all the time.
It's-
A tool can be used to build a house or bashing my brains in. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's a gift.
That's the truth.
It's a gift and a curse when you really know how to work it.
Exactly.
So it's like really watching social media create these bosses, because I'm gonna say social media creating the bosses,
Yeah.
because that's what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You putting your product under there, you putting your content, or somebody posting you, and you going, you know what I mean? You going viral and all of that. It's decent, and it is decent to see a lot of young women out there want to be a boss, and really, it's really young women out here that's millionaires.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like
you
the
know
girl
what I mean?
from Moon Cosmetics and stuff like that.
That
They
shit
doing
is
$2 million
dope.
orders in
I
a
be
day.
looking at that. It's like real life. You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, I big up to all of that. You know what I mean? They ain't. I wish I had they skill.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not talented when it comes to the social media shit. Like,
but the thing is, it's like it's different for us because like, I'm right behind you in age. I'm about to turn 39 in a couple weeks. But it's like for us, like we grew up with social media, but we was already adults when it came out. Whereas with them, they don't know life without social media.
Right.
So they took the time to really learn
it.
and investigate these platforms and learn how to manipulate them in their favor to where it's like, all right, once they got one good idea, it just goes straight to the moon because they understand the platform and what it's used for.
Yeah.
Because all these different platforms got a different identity and different stuff. So it's like if you a girl on Instagram, you're a good looking girl, whatever case may
I don't
be, people like you.
how y'all struggling out here.
It's,
You know what I mean?
it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, real shit.
It's built in for
I
you to
should be asking
go.
for $40. Real shit. I mean,
Yeah, hold on now. Hold on.
no, real, like, that shit is like.
Dan looked over his phone. Dan was scrolling this.
They're like, hold up. But social media is a gift and it's cursed. You know what I mean? Like, I salute all the young women out here. They doing their thing.
They definitely are.
You know what I mean? Like millionaires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really, you know, social media taking people to different levels that they probably never could have even dreamed about.
Yeah, it
So,
definitely brings the world to your fingertips.
yeah,
For sure.
it's really like you can really go from dropping something and making like how you said the lady from the cosmetic. Like, I don't follow these people, like, but I heard, you know what I mean? They dropped
20 years old.
Yeah, that dropped something and the next day a millionaire. Like, that shit is insane. You know what I mean? I've been in business for 10 years and I'm still ain't a millionaire. I might made a couple million.
Yeah. You done
know
seen
what I
the
mean?
million.
Seen it. Is a difference between making it, like grossing it, you know, because
Money got to go back
it
out.
got to go back out.
Gotta
You know
buy,
what I
gotta
mean?
buy more
So,
yams.
yeah, if that's the case, I'm a multimillionaire. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But that shit ain't like that. You know,
Yeah.
that shit gotta go back out. You gotta flip it, the losses. But from the see your bank account go from 0 to $1 million in 24 hours.
That shit is crazy.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, whether it's a business account, personal account, whatever, that shit is powerful. Like,
it's powerful.
It's yours.
It's yours. You know what I mean? So, like, for all the young bosses out there, do your thing. You know what I mean? I get inspired by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get inspired by them. You know? So it's like, damn, like, I get inspired, but I'm not a copier. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's a difference in being inspired and then copy. I don't know how to copy nobody's style because I can't stay consistent on Instagram like that. I'm too ratchet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got time to get the lights.
Oh, the ring lights.
The ring
and,
light,
yeah.
take photos of myself every day. Like, I don't got time for that.
What's
Y'all
our
got-
joint?
You know
Girls,
what I mean? Because the
girls
average
moving in the
person
building
on
with
the
the
podcast, a woman, they gonna come with their makeup done and everything.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Coming in with the ring lights.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
y'all
The
some
ring light,
influencers,
you know, I can't. I gotta get like that. Ain't me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I want to get into that with the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like the TikTok shit and the social media.
Yeah,
like,
TikTok is blowing a lot of restaurants up like
yeah,
crazy.
we had this TikTok lady that came here, and what a crazy following, and it brought a lot of attraction to our place, our Sunday brunch. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's just how the world works now. We had the TikTok lady. Come.
Yeah.
That's really all it takes. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I done been places all over the world because of fucking TikTok. My girl had me somewhere. We was in the fucking in the Bronx. Like talking about, oh no, I saw this place on
We had these
TikTok.
customers from Chicago or somewhere, Alabama, somewhere like two weekends ago. And I was like, how you find out about us? We get a lot of out-of-towners coming into Tasties now. I was like, damn, that's another thing. So just like, so for you to that go big back on your question, and I think you had asked like something about about what I see with Tasties now. So, all right, to go back to that.
You on this shit. Like,
really,
I'm going to just close my phone.
No, really.
I'm checking scores. I haven't looked at the notes in a while.
Who winning? Me, right?
I got the over and Creighton and
It's like, but just to really see a lot of out-of-towners coming to the restaurant right now, it's like, yo, we really making it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we really getting there. And I feel like this year 10, we really, really getting there. Like, we got people... Like every week, we got Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, DC, Jersey's stay flooded in here. Yeah. You know, we get so many out of towners in here, so I'm really loving it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, it's just letting me know that the word Tasties is, you know what I mean? Yeah. They hearing about us.
Without a doubt. So for everybody keeping score, brand wise. And like brand extensions, you got Tasties.
We need a new code.
Yeah, you got Tasties. You got 1212 Lounge. You still have the vegan spot, veganish.
No, no. Everybody think I own veganish. That was never mine.
Oh, you was just renting.
I was renting there.
Okay, got it.
I was renting there, and my landlord ended up renting it out to. I mean, not renting. His nephew or someone ended up buying it.
Oh,
you know, I have nothing to do with veganish.
Oh yeah, for whatever reason,
everybody think that I got veganish. I don't have nothing to do with veganish. Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm got only Tasties.
Any plans to open up more Tasties locations?
Yeah. Real big one. Really soon.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah. It's true. Tell me what you heard.
I heard about Texas.
Yeah, Houston. So, yeah, this is my first time talking about it, right? But
we getting all exclusive.
Chad knows everything, yo.
So, yeah. So, I've been looking at, I went and looked at like 10 restaurants so far down there. I've been flying back and forth out there. I put an offer in. They denied me my first offer I put in. So with everything with Houston, we going.
Yeah.
You know, that's
just a matter of where.
You know, always what I tell people, y'all gotta watch what I talk about. You know, so I'm gifting myself that for my birthday. You know, that's amazing. I'm gifting myself for that for my 41st birthday. New business, Houston, God's willing. But they rent is crazy.
Listen, we tried to put. We
were trying to do.
We're trying to do a live show for Houston, part of our tour.
So many people hit us like, "Yo, y'all gotta come to Houston, Dallas, whatever." And he was just like, "Yeah, look, we you know somebody where they feel." And
that shit was difficult. Like they, you know, they on pandemic prices on everything. Like you would think the country still closed the rates and stuff that they want.
And it's so crazy because they weren't really like shut down.
Yeah, no, do your thing.
Go ahead.
2-second break. All right.
We need coals anyway. We doing good, right? Doing excellent. We almost done. Tapping back in before we wrap up. I know you got some stuff.
Yeah, we got fresh coals.
Yeah, we got fresh coals. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some specific stuff that you want to talk about. You know. About each individual location, different stuff that you're doing, and you wearing an exclusive sweatsuit. I know you want to talk about that as well.
All right, where should I start?
Whatever you want. It's all just your show. I keep telling you this.
So
we're kind of just here.
We just some guys.
Yeah. So we'll go. I just want to break down different locations. So Germantown, 5241 Germantown Avenue. Stop past there.
Yep.
Visit. We open 7 days a week.
All my Germantown, Uptown people. You got to separate because Germantown people don't believe they from Uptown. So you got to say both. Germantown and Uptown.
Uptown.
Yeah, and some of North Philly too.
They really the same thing, right?
It's exactly the same thing, but they get political with that shit.
All right. We got another location in Delaware, Tasties 302. We've been open. We'll be open for 2 years coming up in May. And then here, 1212 North 52nd Street. We open 7 days a week. Dine-in, takeout. Brunch popping Saturdays and Sundays. Our Saturday brunch is from 1 to 7. Our Trap Soul brunch on Sundays. Shout out to PC and Bones. We all three of us collabo on that. On Sundays, Trap Soul from 12 to 6.
Okay.
All right. So. And you have a private suite that can be used. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, all right. Say it.
Yeah, all right.
He ain't got no mic.
I'm cracking up. I'm like, all right. And 1212 Lounge over top of Tasties.
Yes.
That's how we came up with the name 1212 Lounge, because it's actually our address.
That's perfect. And because once upon a time, 12 Lounge was like a big deal at the movie theater on what's the name. So when people hear it, I think they kind of like associate like that good time with that. But then it's like a new millennium, better version.
What year was that?
Shit. What year was 12 Lounge at the movie theater, Dan? Was you in the feds for that?
Yeah. What movie theater?
On 40th Street. They had the lounge in the back.
Oh yeah, that was like because Rob was in college. It was deep. That was like the Mar Bar.
Used to be popping.
That was like the Mar Bar area. That's when Beans made the grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Don't get Rob here to tell his story.
So over top of our Tasties restaurant, we got a 1212 Lounge. You know, you can host your party here. You come see us.
Yeah.
Book your birthday party, graduation.
Beautiful up here, as y'all can see.
And the air conditioner.
It works.
Yeah, she got white people air conditioning.
Yeah,
It feel good. It's just us. But when a bunch of niggas get in
here.
Once
you
pile
them in
we
here.
don't got no heat.
Yeah, suck the air and the energy,
We don't
everything.
got no air.
Yeah, real shit.
Yep. So just shout out to all the restaurants. Shout out to my team for holding us down. Special shout out to my sister.
She just popped up on us.
Yeah, she just popped up in the interview, but I want to give
It's funny because she was talking about you earlier, and she was like, "Yeah, she get up and kind of work whenever she feel like it."
She get up. She get up. I said she works. She works for me, but she's her own boss.
Right.
So it's not like she don't start her day with, she's a morning person, so she like to get all her shit done and out the way.
Yeah.
But she don't gotta be at work at 8:00 and you get there by 8:30 and you getting rolled up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She do her own schedule and her own thing. But like I said, shout out to my sister, hold me down, holding Tasties down. Lemon Drop King. Shout out to G 7th Street Boys.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. I love G.
G started off. G actually started. I taught G everything.
Told him everything he know.
Yeah. when G first, my cousin Scooter he was like, my man looking for a job. So when I end up hiring G, he came with his resume, his everything. So
was he suited and booted?
Yeah, he was dressed up.
He was
dressed up. He came to Jolly's dressed up or whatever. But that's when my food truck came out. So my food truck used to be at Temple, not Temple, the Children's Hospital on 48th and Market. So I put him on the food truck. He had it's the crazy thing because the nigga's a beast now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But a beast over years, because when I first placed him on the food truck, he had 2 tickets in front of him. These 2 or 3 tickets in front of him. The customers was out there waiting for an hour. He didn't know what to do. I think he just got stage fright. Yeah. But he just everything. He was here. He went to go start off his own business. And then he was doing his own thing for 2 years or something. And
he had the kitchen at the bar in North too.
Yeah,
and he was there for a while. I used to go over there.
I ended up renting the kitchen. I rented the kitchen out to him at Bar 27. I only was charging him $400 a week though.
Oh, that was the pre-2010 prices.
Yeah. So he ended up paying me. He was paying $1,600.
Okay.
$1,600.
Yeah, that's a sweet deal.
$1,600 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but he ended up doing that kitchen, and then he ended up getting his 7th Street Boys on 57th Street, 57th from Woodland Avenue. But he ended up just coming back with us for how long? You been back? Yeah, since November. I'm so happy to have him back. So the plan was, the crazy thing about it is one day me and him was just on the phone. I was like, what's your plans for 22? And he was like, I don't know, but May, I think I'm going to get back into 7th Street Boys in May. You know how when a nigga don't got plans, he just trying to make up shit.
Plans.
You know what I mean?
Well, shit, about to open this amusement park for real.
They told me they got some spots down Orlando. They're looking for restaurants.
He just saying dumb shit, not knowing where I'm going with the question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we on the phone. I was like, I just cut him off. I was like, G, I'm asking you this for a reason. And I was like, my reason of asking you this was see that you say you gonna come back? You know what I mean? Like he was like slow walking it back in. You know what I mean? You know how somebody want to come back home but just drop their shirt off one day and they pants off another day.
Then they come with a suitcase.
Yeah, then he got to come with that. Then
You see the PlayStation hooked up, it's over.
Yeah, so he was slow walking it back. But me and Kiki knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
We have our own private conversation, but I was so happy that he was coming back. You know what I mean? It was like a big relief because like you're not nothing without a good team. You know what I mean? So this next power move that we got coming up, I need him. Like I needed him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I needed him to, you know what I mean? I needed him to taste the waters of being his own boss. It's like being your own, everybody, it ain't
for everybody. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you got to go through, at the end of the day, bills is still due, inventory is still due, whether you making no money or some money.
And the biggest part of being a boss is you got to pay everybody else and every other obligation for you pay yourself.
And then it's like he was already, he had hit before the COVID shit. He was already in business before the COVID.
Yeah.
But once the COVID hit and then what's the checks, the SBA and the PU?
Yeah.
When that money hit, he really went crazy. Like his business like took up. Like he was seeing different numbers. So this goes for like I was explaining to him and different business owners, because it's like a lot of businesses not making it right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? People that was making it with the PUA, with the checks come out, and now that money not around no more, people think when your numbers dropping that you're going out of business. It's not you going out of business. This is the real world we live in.
Right, exactly.
Now,
these are the regular predictable numbers.
Exactly. These is the regular numbers. So every business didn't know how to go through them changes. Mm-hmm. And he was one of them. You know, because if you making $40,000 in a week, and this week you making $7,000, $8,000. You know, these $7,000, $8,000 sometimes really be the real numbers.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, everybody ain't buying crabs for everybody in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? They not spending money like that. Yeah, you know
niggas coming through like farts.
What niggas ordered? I'm paying for everybody.
I'm paying for everybody. And I'm giving the waitress tip the cook too. Yeah. You know, so once that and money slowed up, and then some like everybody got different passions out here. Some people have passions that's really with them, with being a business owner, and some people have passions just for like, when the money flow coming in, it's like it speeds your passion up. Like you thrill, like, you know, it give you that, you know, because I could go back when I used to bartend and I come home making $1,500 that night, and the next morning I could barely sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready. I'm calling Kiki like, yo, how much you make? We going to Home Goods, and we getting up that morning and going out. Yeah. So when numbers dropping,
that's real shit.
Yeah.
If you win some money, you make some money, you like
get thrilled, like you be excited.
You at Home Depot looking at grills, doing all kinds of shit.
Then it go back to when money gets slow. Yeah. Is your passion still there? You know what I mean? So that's where it goes to be like, is you in this for real? You know, because and then again, a lot of people want to be their own boss. You got so many other people voices in your head. It'd be like, damn, why you want to work for Barb? You could do your own thing. Why you want to do this? You know, they say that to people all the time.
Yes, they do.
You know, like, why you want to work for her? You can have your own, which is true. But can you really run your own? That's the thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So sometimes working for someone else is not a bad thing. So that's why I'm not one of the bosses that be in the internet and be like, fire your boss, be your own boss, be your own. Because if we promoting everybody to be their own boss, who the fuck gonna work?
Yeah, who gonna work?
Who gonna work?
The boss gonna have to get in the kitchen.
Yeah, like who gonna work? And it's like, that's why a lot of businesses don't last right now, because everybody want to be a boss just for the gram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, do you really got what it takes?
Yeah, everybody want to be the
I got
man.
what it takes to run a business. I know what it takes. I've been in it. I'm in one of the hardest businesses is the restaurant business.
Absolutely.
And it's like money management kept us here for 10 years. You know what I mean? That's like with consistency and your team, they hitting neck to neck, because without money management, you won't be able to make it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it's weeks that I'm spending 20 grand. I spend over 20 grand a week on inventory. You know, so it's like, damn, I spent 20 grand this week. I only made 22,000.
Right.
I got paid employees. You know what I mean? My payroll is 10K a week. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm hitting, we got big numbers over here. You know what I mean? So it's just different. So it's like when it's just hard to maintain that in your ups and downs. That's why, you know what I mean? People, it don't last.
Yeah.
But for him to come back is like, guys, God knows what's the best for us. You know?
Absolutely.
Welcome
back, G.
Welcome back, G. Houston, baby. Don't play with it. I'm so happy to have him back. That's my dog. So, you know, Houston is the next big thing for us.
Congratulations.
You know, a lot of people, thank you. When they see this, they really going to respect, you know what I mean, what's going on. Even though they respect us now, but they going to respect us
It's something
even
about
more.
going away and being successful that just make people look at you in a different light.
Different level.
We was with Ron the other night. Ron from Uncut, and we was talking about that, and it was just like, he was like, yeah, he's like, that Miami move like just changed the way everybody looked at me. It's like that one little thing of being able to take what you already know you good at and you do and take it somewhere else and it work.
And
I'll be all the way honest. Even on a smaller scale, down to us going to New York to interview Gotti, and then us going to LA to interview Crip Mac and
Changed
Stank,
everything.
It just had everybody just like, oh damn, y'all be doing content everywhere. Like, okay, like it gives it a certain level of respect.
Yeah,
on
it
where
give
it's
it.
like,
And
oh
it's
damn,
like-
all right.
that's why it's year 10 for us. They're going to have to put some respect on Tasties' name.
BS.
You know what I mean?
Year 10 for y'all, year 5 for us. So everybody's still grinding.
Yeah. I mean, and we definitely have a whole lot of improvement, you know, a lot of improvement to be doing with the business. But just from how we started to where we at right now, we doing very good. With the hate of Philadelphia, we doing very good. With the love of Philadelphia, we doing very good. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, they hate us. They hate me, but they love me too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we spoke about that the other
Listen,
night.
I was going to say, I want to ask you this. Philadelphia is the place where people are quick to hate, but quick to dick eat you at the same time.
They dick ride.
How does that work? Like, how do you manage that and deal with that? Where it's like the same people that hate you love you and love you hate. Like, how do you deal with that shit?
I can't stand Barb. That lamb good as shit.
No, real rap.
I was so thrown off. Like what?
Yeah, like they be like that. You know what I mean? So it's like it be surprising. Like it like the stuff that come back and run across my desk to hear the shit from people I know and strangers. Like, you know, people that it's just like they are hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unapologetically hate.
Yeah, it's just like you don't even know me. It's like
And then sprinkle some parsley on it at the end.
I mean, yeah, because you know everybody really love parsley. They sprinkle parsley over everything.
Yeah.
Any fucking thing. Every fucking thing.
Yeah, I seen parsley on rolls. I'm like, that real
Like,
shit.
bro, yeah.
We love
But
parsley.
I mean, it's like at the end of the day, the hate that we can't run from it. That's why we can make it out of it. That's why I go back where Ryan says, like, it felt like he blew up when he left Philly to open up Miami. He would have never been able to do that here. You
No,
know what
absolutely
I mean?
not.
You would have never
Absolutely
been able
not.
to do
Because
that.
it's almost like in certain industries, especially like in promoting and shit like that, and I know because I did it, it's like a ceiling that exists. And it's like when I'm at Vanity and I'm going crazy, killing, we booking every celebrity, I'm like, all right, I made like 260 this year. I'm like, if I was in fucking Miami, I'd have made $1.5 million doing the same shit for way less work.
Yeah.
Because like I got homies that's in these other markets and they show me their numbers. We in Story on a Saturday. My man Javi like, yeah, we had 140,000 on the gate. I'm like, excuse me? This shit only like 70% full. Yeah, we had 140,000. Like the money is different. The energy be different. People be glad to give you their money.
When we went to Houston these last 2 times, it's like, just the welcoming, like even you seeing people in the restaurants or the club, it's like they just, you know what I mean? It's
a different environment.
It's a different feel, you know, and just to talking to different people in there down. They was telling me I'm gonna be the queen of soul food before they even because they was loving my energy, you know. Then they go on the page and they was like, "Yo, you gonna kill it? You gonna be the queen of soul food?" And I'm like, "I am." Right. You know what I mean? And I feel it. You know what I mean? So it's just, once we do that move down there, and once we really lock in a place that's allowing, like I said, with Houston, there's so many different rules, and the rent is different. They charging you $11,000 a month, like a can of hookah. So it's like a hookah bring a vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You need the hookah.
The hookah gonna pay the rent.
First thing they say is they got hookah.
Yeah,
Where you going?
that's me.
They got hookah.
Because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't drink alcohol no more.
Yeah.
You know, 2.5 years clean.
That's major.
No alcohol.
How'd you kick it?
Got fat. I mean, that was going back in like I was telling you when felt like I lost myself in 2019 when I regained myself back.
Yeah,
I let that go. That was part of me coming back.
Yeah,
and
I did the same thing like 2013 to 2017. I didn't like drink nothing. Yeah. And then I started being an alcoholic again. Yeah. Shit was bad.
Everybody asking me when I'm gonna come back. Everybody want me to come back, but I got a lit vibe. So people on you, if you didn't know me and then you watching, because when I'm on Instagram and I'm out, I'm going to post a million stories. That shit gonna look like rice drops.
Dipping dots.
And I'm gonna be screaming, hey, you be think I'm high off of liquor, and I'm just a vibe. So I know how to vibe without alcohol. So I mean, you know how you can say never to never, but I don't never think I'll drink again.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how good I feel.
That's how good you feel off of it.
Yes, that's how good I feel actually. You know what I mean? Like just me into myself, my skin, body. Like I haven't stepped in the gym in 2 years, and I lost 38 pounds.
Just off kicking the liquor.
Just from kicking the liquor. Like, that shit is the double.
Did you make any dietary changes, too, in addition to the liquor?
I mean, I'm not a big eater or junk eater either.
Okay.
So, that probably helps with it. But, no.
No, that's major.
Yeah, no.
Made a lifestyle change, and it paid off for you.
Yeah, I mean,
real shit.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't drink either, but somehow I end up drunk.
Drunk?
Yeah, I don't know.
You still be drunk sometimes without drinking?
I don't drink, but I drink.
You drink. All right.
Yeah, I'll drink.
Explain that.
I don't drink.
All right.
But like if somebody's like, yo, socially we gonna drink,
Okay,
I'll have a
all
drink.
right.
But I'm not going to buy bottles of liquor to keep in the house.
Keep in the house.
I bought white Henny like niggas do on vacation. It's
Came
still
back
sitting.
acting like the plug.
Yeah.
It's
still sitting.
I got a bottle of white Henny for sale for
Yo.
$100. Well, dog, you spent how much it be? It's just
It's like
$80
$90.
to get it over here.
Oh, no, I bought one. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
But no, niggas be having them in their coat. Yeah, I got the white like Lenny on Good Times. Like, nigga, like, yeah, no. But I bought the shit. It's still sitting there. Kev gave me a VSOP Henny. It's just sitting. I'm like, I'm not going to a liquor store to buy liquor. But it's like, if we out, I'll have a drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get your limit drop before you leave.
Me?
He said, me? I got my whole day ahead of me.
I'm about to ruin my night.
This been an amazing, beautiful interview. I ain't trying to rush you off, but I don't know if you got other stuff going on, stuff you need to do, get back to running your business.
We talked a lot.
We talked a lot.
I'm looking
really
at that
did.
time. Let's say 1:27. We
Yeah.
been talking all that time.
Yes. I
But
stopped it when you got up to go take your quick little handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Cold.
Yeah,
I need some
cold break.
coals with my hookah.
Yeah.
But I don't got really nothing else to say. But
closing line.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to that. Shout out to my team, because if I ain't have a really strong team, shout out to Miss D of Germantown. My son,
Shout out Miss D. Miss D been holding it down forever.
She been holding it down forever. But her, my Delaware crew, you know, I finally ran across some good Mexicans.
Oh,
I
man.
taught them-
We all need some good
I
Mexicans.
taught them how to make soul food.
Damn.
Soul food. I got some really good employees out there. Shout out to my sister, my son, my daughter, my whole team down here. I mean, you know,
Jay, Mir still work for you, right?
Yeah, Samir.
Yeah.
See me don't work here no more, but shout out to See Me. You know, he been here for a long time. You know what I mean? Long time with us, held us down. My nephew, Dante. Just shout out to all of them. You know what I mean?
So it's a real family business.
Yeah, and it's like it feels decent, like me bringing my son friends. You know what I mean? Letting them get some legal money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my best friend's son, Samir. You know, we all like family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just like keeping them off the streets, it's easy to get caught up out there.
Yeah, I was
You
going
know
to say
what I
it's
mean?
easy to do dumb shit or
Yeah,
just do the wrong
easy.
thing just
You know
by
what I
being
mean?
around the wrong stuff. But if you at work, it's hard to get in trouble.
Yeah, really. Yup. So shout out to the whole Tasties team, my cashiers, Kayla, Taisha, my waitress, my daughter, Cam, Zar. I mean, everybody. You know, like I really appreciate everybody. I wouldn't be able to be this far without my whole team. And you know, more to come.
More to come.
And I'm creating a baby boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, baby boss, my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, she a young beast, 17 years old, #1 waitress. She be walking away with big envelopes. She another me all the way.
So we had Dan dinner party here, and she held it down by herself.
Yeah.
It was like 20 of us. She
Yeah.
held it down by herself.
Yeah, she good. She been working if I post pictures, like I got real live footage of her and Jolly's like behind the counter, 10 years ago when she was 7 years old bagging food up. So so now it's just like she don't have to work, but she have to work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I need her to know business, and just because your mom in business, your father got money, you might still want to do things. You got to work for it.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So spring of 22, I'm wearing it right now, Vivant. She's dropping her own clothing line. So she'll be doing a pop-up show here coming up sometime in March, early April.
Okay.
Yep. So shout out to Vivant.
That's what's
Vivant.
up.
So
Social media handles, where can they find you at? Where can they find the business at on the socials?
Tasties, we got 4 different pages. At Tasties Restaurant, at Tasties 302, and 1212 Lounge.
Okay.
And we do got a page, Tasties Houston, but
We ain't ready for that
We ain't
yet.
ready for that.
No, you got to do what Ron do. Fuck it, start ramping up
Yeah.
now. Ron get a page,
Ron
start
run
promoting
that
2.
shit.
He
Yeah.
start running promoting 2 years for the
One
business
thing
open.
Ryan know I do is get them people out.
Aw,
in there.
man.
You know I get them people in there.
We talked
That's
about
my
it.
dog.
Yeah,
Shout
that-
out to Ryan.
Ron, good
Cut.
people, man. That's my guy.
Yeah. That's my baby boy. Yeah. But shout out to y'all. This is my first podcast.
You had to do your
I
first
think
with
I
us.
really did very well.
Nah, you knocked it out the park.
I can't wait to watch
We
it.
gonna Vlad TV this joint. It's gonna be 37
92
parts.
clips.
Yeah, so I mean, I really think I did good, but we
Nah,
touched
you
a
did your
lot,
thing, man.
you know?
We appreciate you. And the main thing
Yeah.
is, like, we went through the last week. We just did a bunch of different interviews. DJ A Boogie, Ron, now ending with you. We got other people that we gonna interview and stuff like that. But it's more so about like people that we feel a way about. Like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's our show, it ain't no format. We can go pull up wherever, come to your business, go on the street corner. We can do whatever we want. Like, we in a position to do that because we independent, but we just wanted to salute you because number one, we family, and then number two, like, you are who you are. Like,
Right.
you somebody that's like serious, somebody that's that's about their business, and you just always been a hustler, always been an OG to me, and you just good ass people. We want
That's so crazy
shine a light on
because
that.
I'm 40 now, so just to hear the OG and aunties and all that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute,
Slow down.
I'm really, hold up,
Ain't got
hold
nothing
up.
to dry the bus. Ain't got nothing to do with age.
God damn. Damn.
Nigga 60
I'm
years old.
OG
OG.
now. Like, yeah, shout out to Tasty. Shout out to myself. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There's a lot of growth in this. You know what I mean? I'm really seeing it. You know, it ain't easy, but we here.
It ain't easy, but you make it happen.
Yeah, I make it look easy.
Make it look easy.
You know what I mean? No, so shout
Yeah,
out.
that's real shit.
No, man, this is a great interview.
Yeah, definitely.
We appreciate you. We love you so much, Barb. Thank you. Thanks for the hookah, for the waters.
Shout out to Big Dan. Shout out to Big Dan.
Yo, Dan is the hookah boss. Dan has
The
smoked.
hookah ball.
Dan got-
Because of me,
Dan-
I put the spark under damn ass.
Dan has smoked hookah the entire time.
Yes.
I have had to take multiple breaks. Dan has smoked
Dan
hookah.
is an iron lung.
He didn't put the hookah down yet.
Dog, real shit. But yeah, I had fun, man. I enjoyed the day. Today was dope.
C. Diddy, Matt makes me sick. Barb, we love you so much. Thank you. Big Dan behind the camera and on the hookah.
Kiki went to go get lemon drops.
Yeah,
or something.
we gonna get lit after this. You know what I'm saying? Go join the brunch.
Yeah.
It's the realest podcast ever, man. We out.
We out.